Just start recording too. I'm record too. Because when I edit it, probably like edit what come in and shit. Man. I'm gang. Thought about giving up this rapping shit. I don't know, felt like I couldn't rap for shit. I don't know, felt like I couldn't rap for shit. Thought about giving up this rapping shit. I don't know, felt like I couldn't rap for shit. Caught a plug, hit him up for a quarter brick. Outside every night tryna pay the rent. I thought about giving up this rapping shit. Man, I don't know, feel like I couldn't rap for shit. Caught a plug, hit him up for a quarter brick. Outside every night tryna pay the rent. People that don't feel a nigga pain. One outside with me, it'll rain. Took a lot to maintain, but I'm good, had to switch a couple lanes. I don't give a fuck, yeah, I'm cutthroat. You wanna be for me, you better keep a pose. I've been feeling like I wanna take a nigga soul. Flying that fire, watch them drop a road. Fighting all these demons, gotta take control. I know my daddy's side, heart turning cold. Tryna scrape a little change before I bust a nigga brain. Really try to change why I been switching lanes. She the only one that gave me, come on, call her Mary Jane. When I talk about my feelings, niggas calling me insane. Been through a lot of shit, but my body still remains. Wanna snatch out my heart and throw that bitch in the drain. Giving up this rapping shit, I don't know, felt like I couldn't rap for shit. Caught a plug, hit him up for a quarter brick. Outside every night tryna pay the rent. I thought about giving up this rapping shit. I don't know, feel like I couldn't rap for shit. Caught a plug, hit him up for a quarter brick. Outside every night tryna pay the rent. Niggas say they with me and it's us against the world. How can I trust a nigga? I can barely trust my girl. I'ma still wrap her up in them diamonds and pearls. She was right beside me when I got it out the dirt. Set up in the stoop cause the shit kept me mellow. High in the sky, I be flying like a sparrow. Pockets on fat cause of all this dinero. Got one goal, now the road getting narrow. Ayy, grab a Sprite and I'ma fill it up. What about Keisha cause I just can't get enough. Mary Jane, break it down, then I roll it up. Only time I feel good is when I'm off the drugs. See, I'm not a thug, but if you play, you getting plugged. I never trip, I load it up with the glove. I fuck the club up, nigga, just because. Whole gang in this bitch, I ain't getting tough. Thought about giving up this rapping shit. I don't know, felt like I couldn't rap for shit. Caught a plug, hit him up for a quarter brick. Outside there.
Oh, you got drug change. Ain't no drug change, I work a job, you know, man. Show me $5, broke ass niggas.
I wouldn't live with myself if I hurt you. What would I do? I can't live without you. I can't live without you. I would live with myself if I hurt you, girl. What would I do? I can't live without you. I can't live without you. And it breaks my heart that I hurt you, girl. What should I do? I can't live without you. I can't live without you. You're supposed to be my baby till the day I die. You're supposed to be my lady, never leave my side. Now that you gone, I've been having thoughts of suicide.
Can't escape your love, this shit feel like my last ride. I can't stand to see you outside with some other guy.
My heart only beats for you, baby, don't ask me why.
Tryna cope with all this pain, I be high in the sky. Me and Prince became friends,
I might overdose and die.
I don't need nobody else.
Yeah, I just need you.
I've been in a dark place,
I've been trying to pull through.
Baby, you sound like my spine, I can't live without you. Could pass my heart 100 times without you, I still feel blue. Hey, baby, come on to me. I ain't asked you this before, but baby, would you marry me?
Money, yeah.
I would live with myself if I hurt you, girl. What should I do? I can't live without you. I can't live without you. And it breaks my heart that I hurt you, girl. What should I do? I can't live without you. No, I can't live without you.
I can't live without you. You my whole world, baby, call you my souvenir. I know I said I hate you, I ain't want you to disappear. And even if I leave you, best believe that I'll reappear.
Yeah, the perkins made me do Hello?
We don't gotta get into it, baby. Knowing I ain't perfect, but that don't mean that you leave me, baby.
Hello?
But don't you deserve me? I'm asking what you
I'm
been
just
doing
trying to see if
lately.
you gonna make it.
And I'm wondering why these niggas hate me. Yeah, you hurt my heart. I'm wondering how can you ever repay me. I'm the one you choosing. You the one who decided to date me.
I have no idea what you said. You got the liquor already though?
I would live with myself if I hurt you.
Nah, I needed some liquor.
I do. I can't live without you. I can't
Yeah, I don't care about the car. I'm trying to drink. Y'all keep the fucking car. Bring me some liquor.
I do. I can't live without you. I can't live without you.
Y'all keep the car. Fuck the car. I need the liquor. Yo, chat, thank everybody for tuning in. We back at it again with another fucking video today. I don't know now. We might just be leveling up the towers, trying to unlock all the paragons. That's really it. I feel like I gotta come to the right a little bit more. It's just upgrading, trying to get more of the paragons. And that's really about it. Thank everybody for tuning in like always, man. You wonderful fucking people, man. And let's get her done. Let's get her done. I don't know where the fuck my brother went, but let's get her done. Let's get her done. And little shorty. And little shorty dropped this. She went on to water. Hey, darling, you know you my darling. Hey, darling, you know you my darling. Working with me, Archie. And she go just drop dead. She straight out the coffin. And she go just drop dead. She straight out the coffin. Hey, darling, you know you my darling. Why you hang up on me?
Because I'm still in that place. Remember I told you I was in that place. I'm in this meeting.
You finna get jumped in?
It'll be like, D, that is his name. If he can't hang, he need to get back together.
Man, come on, man. I'm trying to talk to you, man.
I'm almost done.
Man. Hey, darling, you know you my darling. You know, baby, I be working with you all day. And little baby grab dead. She stayed out the coffin. Hey, darling, you know you my darling. Working with you often. And look what he dropped dead. She straight out the coffin. And she go just drop dead, but she straight out the coffin. Hey, darling, you know you my.
Let's make some ribbit here. Cool. shot. Cool. Oh, I could have popped that. Oh, I could have popped that. Oh, I could have popped that. Now we're talking.
Already on the passenger. Right danger, I'm finna kill her, man. Park ranger, she tell me I gotta watch my anger. Like, baby, mind your business. I don't wanna die like you do, keep it to the 7th phone. I don't wanna cry like you do, keep it to you. That'll be alright, like if you coming to the crib, you better not never tell him. Cause if I hear it in a nigga, I might never. That nigga up above me. Why do it feel like I'm stuck in between?
Oh, I could have popped that. Get ready! Moab! Clean cuts. And still cuts a tomato.
Hey, ask them, can they give me some of these from the gas station? You heard me? Huh? Actually, you should give me some of these from the gas station till I give her the money back.
Bitch, what?
These. Damn, nigga.
What?
You just set that shit on my head.
My bad.
Oh, I could have popped that.
Would opt out. Now he can talk with the Warriors and explore sign-in trades and free agency. Rich Paul told our Adrian Wojnarowski that he's declining the $27.6 million player option. It was expected that Green, who spent his entire 11-year NBA career with the Warriors, would opt out. Now he can talk with the Warriors and explore sign-in trades and free agency. Paul saying, we will continue to talk to Golden State and explore all options. Let's hear from Warriors brass, and there they are.
I will say, I think Steve has said it, and I'll reiterate, we really want Draymond back. What he means to this organization, this team, in terms of trying to win at the highest level, we feel like we have to have him.
He's been a spectacular player for us. We would not have these championships without his involvement, no question. I think everyone understands that in this room. He's meant a lot to this franchise. He's a bit of a controversial player, perhaps in some corners around the league, and certain things that have happened over the years, and he knows that. We know that. But the good overwhelms the bad. He's meant a lot,
Bro,
and I
he
think
don't
if
ever get the
he
glue
does
strike,
come
bro.
back,
Why don't ever get the
he
middle
will be very
path for the
important to
glue?
our success, certainly
Yeah.
going forward in the next
It
few years.
sucks.
Okay, that was Warriors owner Joe Lacob and new GM Mike Dunleavy, who was just appointed that title last week. Stephen A., what is
what we on
Draymond's
there?
worth at this point
Shit,
in
I
his
was waiting
career?
on you. I was playing matches
I
too.
think
You got
Draymond
ready.
is
I'm
easily
in the
worth
middle of this
another
challenge right now.
In today's NBA economy,
Man, fuck that
Um,
challenge, bro.
the 27 million,
I could quit it.
0.6 million
We got-
player option that he's just
Nah,
declined,
do your thing.
it's not about that number.
Nah, do your
It's about
thing,
the
yeah.
fact that that's the last number. In other words, if you said to Draymond Green, you're going to get $30 million over the next 4 years, he's good with that. $100 to $120 million in today's NBA economy with cats signing for $250 million and they ain't win a damn thing. I don't want to hear that Draymond Green ain't worth that money. You damn right he's worth that money. Because Kendrick Perkins, I'm sure you can appreciate where I'm going with this. It's not just about offense, is it? It's about all of these other intangibles. And let me tell you something else, too. It's a couple of things. Number one, Draymond Green is one of the elite defensive players in this game. Number two, Draymond Green is one of the most brilliant basketball minds in this game still. Number three, the synergy he has with Steph Curry. It is at a point, Molly, a.k.a. Carol, doesn't even have to look where he's throwing the basketball. He just throws it to spots because the synergy that he has with Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, especially Steph Curry, you can't buy it. We've seen numerous occasions where Draymond is throwing no-look passes and just throwing the ball between his legs, and it naturally catches Steph in rhythm. Steph Curry is the babyface assassin, the greatest shooter in the history of the game, who is facilitated by Draymond Green better than anyone else has facilitated Steph Curry in his entire career. You can't buy that every day. And the last point that I want to make is this. That damn Joe Lacob, that owner, this is what people escape about him. Everybody knows I know him. I got a lot of love and respect for this man. He's got a similar personality to Draymond. Joe Lacob is just as much as a fire breather as Draymond Green. And so that kind of attitude, while you might see Draymond make some mistakes, get himself ejected, get technical fouls, obviously what he did to Jordan Poole last year, he knows how wrong he was. He knows how that inhibited Golden State success. And Draymond Green, I believe, is on a mission to make amends for what transpired this season. Because I think had that not happened, he would have been more of a leader. Some of the ups and downs, the roller coaster that they went through during the regular season would not have happened. I think they would have been better positioned in the postseason, and they might have enjoyed even more success had that incident not happened. I think he's on a mission to make amends for that. But in the case of Joe Lacob, you want that kind of attitude in the locker room because you know you got somebody that's not going to sit idly by and let dudes slide when they're not giving it their all and they're not doing what it takes to win. You need somebody in that locker room to hold them accountable. That is Draymond Green. Draymond Green, as far as I'm concerned, deserves a 3 to 4 year extension, averaging about $27 to $30 million. Yes, that's what I'm stating.
No, and I'm backing you up. And to take it a step further, we never heard about Draymond really having an incident outside of Kevin Durant where they kind of verbally went at each other. But as far as him attacking a teammate and what Jordan Poole showed us throughout the playoffs with his attitude,
T-Mobile knows whether you break down in the middle of nowhere or get a flat tire on the edge somewhere.
Hoes put
People
their body
everywhere
on the
trust
gram
AAA
like
to get
hoes,
them
but
back
don't
on
like
the
to be
road.
talked
And
to like
AAA
hoes.
trusts T-Mobile to be their
How
exclusive
can a hoe?
wireless partner.
How can a
Because
hoe be
T-Mobile
too classy to be a hoe?
Bro. My nigga stupid.
Bro, that should be funny because bitches be on the ground like showing everything. And then next slide, she talk about some. Don't be in my DMs talking disrespectfully because you will be blocked. Woo woo. Like, bro, you putting your shit out there. Why wouldn't they talk to you like that?
They said, bro, trying to get a piece. Tell her why she holding the pussy hostage, bitch. Bitch, you posting that motherfucker? Let me hit that motherfucker, you heard? Hey, that's how I be feeling about bitches on Twitter now. I ain't gonna cap, bro. Bitches be posting 200-300. Bitch, I can look at you for free. I might as well be able to hit for free. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Just a little bit of vagina, chick. Like, you taking that shit to the max. Just a little bit of pussy. I just lost because I was talking to you, the biggest bro. I was trying to place my tower, bro. Couldn't even place my shit.
Yeah, go ahead and send that code, gangster.
Man, the code is VHUWXU. VHUWXU.
You know, I'm not gonna dive into that, but he didn't seem like the same Jordan Poole. It seemed like Jordan Poole changed when he got the money. That's the first.
Package expected to include Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, and picks. We all found out on Sunday, and so did Chris Paul apparently. Here he is on Good Morning America earlier today.
I was surprised too.
That's why
I found out on the plane yesterday flying here for this. You know, in this league, anything can happen, so you just figure out what's next.
You literally found out on the plane.
Absolutely.
Wow.
What was your first reaction?
Don't push him any further. He's trying to be nice about it.
Yeah, he is. Right.
Yeah. What's happening?
All right, now it's unlikely that Chris Paul will be suiting.
Bro said he didn't find out he was being traded to. He got off the plane. Damn. My nigga was going to do a show, got off the plane, and his phone said he was being traded. Talk about shit, hey. Bro, somebody owe me some money. Oh, dang. Bitch ass niggas.
Package expected to include Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, and picks. We all found out on Sunday, and so did Chris Paul apparently. Here he is on Good Morning America earlier today.
Crazy, bro. We didn't beat this one.
I was surprised too. I found out on the plane yesterday flying here for this. You know, in this league, anything can happen, so you just figure out what's next.
You literally found out on the plane.
No.
Wow. I bet.
What was your first reaction?
Don't push him any further. He's trying to be nice
bro,
about it.
I can't put no boats in the water, bro.
What's happening?
No, bro, I can't put no boats.
Now it's unlikely that Chris Paul will be suiting up for the Wizards. Woj reported that they are looking at a third team that would send Chris Paul to a contender. Now,
tower, bro.
I don't mean nothing, bro.
This an instant monkey. This not a free tower. Like, it's one of my shits, bro. You gotta play this.
This nigga, bro.
It's cool, gang. Come on. Yeah,
Oh, why? Oh, why would you do that?
Water. Oh, why would you do that? That was that nigga rush shit.
Mona, what do you think the future is for Chris Paul?
I mean, I think that we end up with a buyout situation here in Washington, but you know what? He's been here before in Oklahoma City when they traded for him and he ended up playing that year with Oklahoma City. I think a lot of us were surprised that didn't end up in a buyout situation. I don't see anyone trading for him. I think that that market had been explored before this trade, and he has a $30 million contract. It's 15 of which is guaranteed. And so I think if it ends up in a buyout, I think it's up to Washington if they want to do that for him and what that even looks like. But I think Chris Paul has made it pretty clear. He either wants to win a championship and play for a contender or be closer to his family here in Los Angeles. Phoenix was pretty close. Just a jet suite X flight away. Los Angeles, we got two teams that would need a point guard. So if I was looking at both of them, I would say the Clippers would be more likely than the Lakers because of the fit issues. But there's an interesting clip going around. Chris Paul talking about Tyronn Lue and how much respect he has for him as a head coach.
Not everybody gets a chance to save the world.
You ready?
Foreman.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's a 5-hour drive from Washington, D.C. to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Chris Paul's never played in the Eastern Conference. And Ramona mentioned Oklahoma City. Do you remember that when Chris was playing for the Thunder, everybody thought he was going to ask out. Everybody thought he was going to be upset about it. And he was a consummate professional. He made that team better, and he willed them to much greater success than anybody ever expected. So Washington knows that. Like, Chris is such a gamer that he's not going to go there and just give up and walk away and stomp his feet based on what happened in Oklahoma City. But that being said, Ramona and I also know he's like L.A. through and through now. His 2 kids are there, his wife's there. To have that opportunity to not only have your kids close by, put Los Angeles on your chest for either city, but also get ingrained in the L.A. community in terms of television. With Bob Iger giving him some mentorship. I think being in L.A. is probably his number one choice, regardless of which team it is.
Perk, do any of these scenarios for CP3, do you see any of these kind of in your eyes of what you know about it? Is there one, do you think, that would be a best fit for him?
Well, just CP3 and I are the same age. So that means that his time is running out when it comes down to his basketball career. And there's no disrespect to him, but I think I know CP3 wants to win a title. And when I look at the 2 LA teams, he can't go wrong with either one. But if I had to pick one for him, it would actually be the Lakers. And I go back to when they won the championship in the bubble, and I look at what Rondo did for Anthony Davis. Rondo every single night got Anthony Davis 8 to 10 easy buckets. Hell, he even got LeBron James 6 to 8 easy points a night. So when I think about what CP3 and AD could do in the pick and roll, because everybody talk about the relationship with LeBron and CP3 and how close they are, and rightfully so. But I'm looking at how can you maximize and get the most out of Anthony Davis? And you do that by putting up one of the best to ever do it for his floor generals on the floor with him so you can make the game easy for AD. It's too many times that we have seen this past season that he has to work too hard to get buckets. Adding CP3 to this will help everybody on the Lakers get easier looks.
Bro, why are you over here turning things to super monkeys and shit, bro?
Welcome to NBA Today,
But this
presented
nigga
by
cheating,
Infinity
bro.
Mobile. I'm Richard Jefferson.
Dude
in
just
for
turned a
Mike
regular
Andrews.
monkey to a
I'm
super
fortunate to be
monkey.
joined by our
Yeah, you are.
writer, Ramona Shelburne. But unfortunately, Kendra
Look
Perkins
how
is here
fast,
with that
bro,
big
throw
smile on
it.
his face. We start with a developing story out of Golden State. Warriors forward Draymond Green is declining his $27 million option for next season and will become an unrestricted free agent. His agent, Chris Paul, of Clutch Sports, told ESPN senior insider Adrian Wojnarowski earlier today, Steve Kerr recently said during a Warriors exit interview that, quote, if Draymond Green is not back, we are not a championship contender. So we are now welcoming him in. Whoa. Where do the Warriors and Draymond Green go from here?
Richard, now that the Warriors, Draymond Green, they talk about a longer-term deal now that he's a free agent. Listen, I think the goal for both Draymond Green and the Warriors is to find a way to do a long-term deal together. Now, will Draymond Green want a 4-year deal? Are the Warriors going to try to see if they can get something done, maybe with a little bit more money in 3 years and keep some flexibility on their
That was
financial
like
books?
crazy easy.
That's what a negotiation's about. But certainly, there's going to be great interest in Draymond Green around the league. But I think the teams that would interest him, and I think the teams who would be interested are contending teams. And those are teams generally without cap space. So they would have to work a sign and trade with the Golden State Warriors. And that's where it can get dicey.
Yeah.
Do the Warriors want to help a conference rival, a division rival, an NBA rival who they might have to face in the postseason?
So go bottom to tier 3.
Someone as indispensable to the Warriors as Draymond Green. I still think there is some confidence, not necessarily momentum, but a belief that these are two sides that ultimately will find a way toward a deal. But when you become a free agent, certainly, anything can happen. But certainly, I think there's motivation on both sides, Richard, to get an extension done and keep Draymond Green with the Warriors.
All right, that's interesting. Now, Woj, stick around because we have so much more to get to. It was a very busy weekend in the sports world. So we are now going to bring in Hall of Famer Mark Spears to join us, and unfortunately, Perk. So I'm going to start with you, Perk, just to get you out of the way. What was your initial reaction to finding out that Draymond declined his option?
I see you're somewhat
it wasn't
new
a
to
surprise.
BT6 if you need
I
tips
feel like
or
this is the
when I
perfect
just
time
asked. Well, thank you for tuning in. I
Draymond.
appreciate it.
I also feel like this is going to
I've been playing Balloon Tower
big
defense.
contract, should I say.
Like,
and if I'm the Warriors, I'm doing everything in my power
was the first like Balloon Tower defense
and get Draymond re-signed
4 or 5
to a new contract.
6 I was playing.
Because here's the thing,
like high school,
outside of Steph Curry, Draymond Green is the most important
not relatively
player
new, but
on the Warriors team. Steph and then Draymond.
Just started streaming it.
Everybody else. When it comes to being one of the best defensive players who ever played the game of basketball, that's Draymond Green. When it comes to being the heart and soul of that Warriors team, that's Draymond Green. Now I can understand some
I don't know
people
if that's the right
now,
Discord link.
quote unquote, will want to question his professionalism because of the incident
I gotta,
with Jordan.
what's the name? I'll send you the
But
Discord link.
Draymond
I gotta
Green is
update
the
that.
ultimate professional. He never shies away from the media. He's always available. He's always ready. Every single year he makes the adjustments to his game that he needs in order for his team to win. And basically him and Steph Curry are itch and scratch when it comes to mastering the game along how to play alongside each other. So if I'm the Warriors, I do everything in my power so that Draymond Green don't entertain or even think about leaving. I get this done ASAP.
Mark, what do you think is next for Draymond?
Well, you know, I talked to him after the last game, and here was this quote that he gave me that really stood out. That I've been here 11 years. You don't just up and change that. The guys I started with are still here. Of course, I'd love to be here, but I do understand.
Y'all know it's crazy.
But,
Niggas not even using. He
the
can't.
thing in the beginning, I've been here 11 years.
The water? I can't.
Look, the high nigga talking.
Playing with Steph and Clay his whole career.
You're gonna say it's crazy. He ain't even using the water when I can't use the water. I'm playing some little thing and the thing I could.
Often is in San Francisco for the Warriors.
Yeah, you can show me how to properly farm, but what, some of these first strikes, I got him.
Myers' departure certainly hurts him. Bob Myers is not just a great co-worker to him. He was a close friend. But Mike Dunleavy Jr. has already talked to Draymond. He said in his press conference today he was committed to getting him back. And I know Joe Lacob is also sounds like he's committed to doing what it takes to get Draymond there as well. So my expectations is that he's still in San Francisco and perhaps finishes his career with Golden State as well.
Yeah, I actually think it's a good thing that he declined his player option. That's a good sign for the Warriors because it shows that if he is back, they probably have worked on maybe a team-friendly contract. But anything could happen when somebody declines a player option. Draymond is the kind of veteran that a lot of teams would like to have on their team. Now, as Woj mentioned, any contender that he would want to join or somebody might want to recruit him is going to probably be pretty full salary cap-wise. It'd be hard to have the space to sign him, and then they'd have to work on a signing trade. Hard to get done. But what about a young team like Detroit from Michigan, right? Those are the kind of things that you worry about if you're the Warriors because he is now a free agent. But as Mark said, my sense is he wants to be there. They want him back. The only question is, can they work out a team-friendly contract that can help him stay with the Warriors and to keep the whole group together? That's going to be the challenge Mike Dunleavy has, Dunleavy Jr. has as he builds this team going forward.
Well, it's a difficult challenge, but also don't forget.
Can I add this real quick?
Yeah.
Can I add this real quick? Tony Parker, I remember when he departed from San Antonio, when he went to Charlotte, he signed a 2-year deal. And then that was in large part for coming off the bench behind DeJounte Murray. I don't think he was comfortable doing that. He was more comfortable doing it for Michael Jordan in Charlotte. But I remember when he went there, going there and not making the playoffs and not feeling like he had a team that had a chance to win anything, crushed them. So after that first year, he retired and walked away from another year. So I think it would be really hard for Draymond to do like Tony Parker did and get disappointed in going to another franchise that doesn't have the opportunity to think that they can win a championship.
No, that makes sense. But don't forget, the Golden State Warriors did pull off a sign-and trade when Kevin Durant left to go to Brooklyn, and they were able to get some assets back, which ended up turning into Wiggins and some talented players. So I wouldn't
guess the
count
eye
the
tracker
Warriors
ain't
or
on?
Draymond
No,
Green
bro.
out quite yet.
I gotta
Shifting to what was the news of the
I
weekend.
gotta download something. I gotta go buy like a little. I didn't even know that was still on my channel. I gotta buy like this little bar that shows the motion of my eyes or something like that.
Landry Shamet,
I gotta do a whole bunch of
second-round
advanced
picks
stuff
and a
to get that
pick
to work.
Our senior insider, Adrian Wojnarowski, reported on Sunday that the deal could take a few more days to be completed, but Beal is on his way to the Suns to form a new big three with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. We now welcome back the man that broke the news. Woj, so how exactly did this trade come together?
Richard, once Michael Winger, the new president in Washington, and Bradley Beal, his agent Mark Bartelstein, started talking about what a future looked like with the Wizards, and it was clear that Winger did not see a pathway to contending with this roster or with any roster that could be put together in the next year or two. It was clear to Bradley Beal that it was time after 11 years to look elsewhere and find a trade. They worked together, and there was no team more aggressive, I'm told, than the Suns in trying to acquire Bradley Beal. And I think none more willing to take on the $200 million plus left on the final 4 years of his contract. And I think for Washington, getting that contract off the books, not having to take on any future money, then the second-round picks, certainly pick swaps, and the draft capital, again, Bradley Beal having the no-trade clause played certainly a significant role in what the marketplace looked like. He didn't have to go anywhere he didn't want to, but there were not a lot of teams who were really aggressive in offering up deals that were better than Washington's and willing to take on the rest of Beal's contract. And I think a huge part of that is the new collective bargaining agreement, the new salary cap, and how that's going to play out here over the next few years.
All right, so we know that Beal will end up a Sun, but that also puts Chris Paul. Do you think that Chris Paul will start the season with the Washington Wizards?
Well, the Wizards are leaving this deal open-ended here for at least perhaps another 24, 48, 72 hours, however long that they feel like there might be any traction in finding a third team to move Chris Paul onto a contender. Is there somebody out there who would throw the Wizards perhaps a couple expiring contracts to match up with Chris Paul's money and a draft asset? And that is going to be difficult at 38 years old for anybody to really give anything up for Chris Paul. And I think teams like the Clippers and Lakers want to wait until he's in free agency if he gets a buyout. But listen, don't absolutely rule out the possibility that the Wizards might want Chris Paul to play point guard for them this season. I don't think that can be ruled out, but I think that's a conversation that's going to take place at some point here between Chris Paul, his agents, and the Wizards about what that would all look like. I think in the end, there's probably going to be a pathway to some kind of contract buyout, but the Wizards have him under contract. They have him under contract for the season. And so if they don't find a trade here in the next few days, perhaps it could get interesting.
All right. Well, thank you, Woj. We know this could get very interesting. I can't imagine Chris Paul in a Washington Wizards jersey. But here are the salaries that the Suns have committed to their big three. They have Kevin Durant for 3 more years, Bradley Beal for 4 more years, and Devin Booker for 5 more years. They have over $620 million tied up in these 3 players. Good for them. All right, we're back with our full panel perk. Do you think that Bradley Beal was the right guy to go all in for?
Yes. We're talking about a guy that just a little over 2 years ago was averaging 30. Averaged 30
bro, your hero
twice in
cheat,
the NBA
bro.
season.
That nigga dude
Here's
got like
the thing.
6 fire
I know
breath
right
things
now
up,
they're
bro.
top heavy, but when it comes
1,
down
2,
to
3,
having
4.
three
That
of the
dude got 4
best
fire
position
breaths in
players
one
on team,
little
that's
magic
the
dude
really
flying
something.
around just
And I
doing
think
work.
the one thing that we don't look at when it comes down to Bradley Beal is his ability. To play make. He's an underrated playmaker in this game. So he could play off the ball. You could put him on the ball. His decision making is on point.
Yeah,
he has a very high IQ. And we've seen Kevin Durant slide to the point
you get crossbow check.
and we got to question how he could make others around him better. This past postseason, we watched Devin Booker take a leap in growth in his PG skills when Chris Paul went out. I think this was a great move for the Phoenix Suns, and they're not done yet. This is just the start, but it's a hell of a start. And also, I'm going to end on this. They should be the favorite of winning the Western Conference. With those three guys, they should be the favorite. Let's not overthink it.
Mark, do you agree with
Mark? Believe it or not, man, I covered a young, skinny Perk in Boston. And in 2007-08, Perk played with a really great big three with KD, Ray, and Paul. That's something I think that this group needs to look at.
You said you did what to the nails, bro?
Make sure them hoes is nice and sharp, bro.
You sharpen the nails before you put them down.
Yeah, bro. You see how pretty they look back there?
Facts, but them bitches do look kind of like stains, right? BRB. Alright, see you in a minute.
Okay, bro, put a monkey down.
What you mean?
Put a regular monkey down, bro. There you go, bro. You got a Superman.
There you go. You got the... Super Monkey out here soloing. Tell him let me get some of that love, gang.
Extra shot.
Talk about a crazy match. I don't even think a balloon went past my banana farms at the bottom, bro.
What's crazy is I could put this fire on anything, bro. I could put that shit on a banana farm.
What you mean?
Put that shit on your little monkey, bro. The little fire shit.
The floating thing, you can make it go above anything.
Bro. I could put it on your. I could put it on your little monkey down there, bro. That's picking the bananas.
And what? That'll make him attack balloons?
Nah, that'll make the fire thing just.
Or got the same radius as him. It'll have the same radius as him.
Yeah.
That monkey, that banana farmer got a whole bunch of radius. God damn.
Look, now we got the upgrader structure. Oh shit.
Here you go, that big bitch.
I got a lot of money.
I don't even know if we popping this. Yeah, G, I don't think we popping this big bitch.
Bro, just wait. Give me like 2 seconds.
Whoo! Did you see that helicopter, bruh? The helicopter just solo.
Hey, I was gonna do the strike, bro.
Oh, the shit that I got, bet. They wasn't gonna take that purple bitch out. That's for the green ones.
bro. But if you hit it twice, bro, it does, bro.
Okay, bet. I ain't know that. Bro, if I want to go for the master bidder, bro, that's $700,000. Ooh, we dead.
Oh, I could have popped that.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I was trying to get another helicopter up, but it was too fast.
But let's forget about OKC and Kevin's time in Brooklyn. I think the thing that Kevin really needs to push on this team is to play like he did when he was with the Warriors. You know, KD averaged 26, Clay averaged 21, and Steph averaged 27 in that last year there. So in that team in Boston, as you see right there, they were able to figure it out collectively. There was no egos. They're trying to win a championship. But Kevin Durant knows the blueprint to win, knows the blueprint to unselfishness and how to find each other's shots. And those three guys together, man, they're going to get the easiest shots of their life, just like Kevin did with the Warriors. So I think that's the blueprint that helps the Suns.
I mean, did we just not learn anything by watching the Denver Nuggets the last 2 months? They have a team. The Denver Nuggets.
Who's the third? Who's the number 3 guy?
You don't need to have 3 stars. You need to have a team. You have a whole squad. Yeah. And the Denver Nuggets beat the Phoenix Suns in the playoffs. Basically this construction, and now you swap Brad Beal in there. I think that's great. I think he is a good fit. He's going to space the floor for them because I think one of the issues that Book and KD had a great 2-man game going. They had a lot of space around them. DeAndre Ayton is, look, they're going to have to figure out what to do with him, and he's going to have to figure out how he fits into this if he does stay in Phoenix. But the Denver Nuggets just showed us what happens when you build a team through the draft, all the way up and down the lineup. You have complementary players like Aaron Gordon. Okay, we're just gonna do the 3 stars again. But there's no depth. And here's the thing with this new CBA, it is so hard to add to a team when you're this far over what's going to be called the second apron. And let's stop. I know we're gonna call it that, but it's a hard cap. And they just saw the hard cap and they're like, we're not gonna go a little over it. We're just gonna go blow past it. We're gonna just go way so far over
SRU.
that it doesn't even exist. Maybe there'll be a third apron for them because they're so far over it they'll never get back under it. And I think everybody who's on that current team is going to have to stay because they will not be able to replace anybody or make any moves going forward.
Look, I'm not going to say that we've never seen this before, but this is a very unique situation. They have a brand new head coach. They don't have a system in place. Kevin Durant just got there 6 months ago. This is not what happened with the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors had a coach, had a system, had everything in place, but we're going to talk so much more about this
all summer long.
I think me and Perk are going to argue a bunch. But still to come on NBA Today, hush your mouth. The biggest question mark of the draft is who the Welcome back to NBA Today. I'm Richard Jefferson, filling in for Malika Andrews. I am now joined with our senior NBA insider, Woj. Woj, can you tell us about the workouts that the Hornets are having with Alabama's Brandon Miller and G League Ignite Scoot Henderson?
Right, Richard. So I'm told the Hornets brought both players back for second workouts, second interviews today. Both had been in individually. This time, the Charlotte's outgoing owner, Michael Jordan, is in the workouts. He's in the meetings. He's in town this week. Now, he will continue to oversee the organization until his sale to a group led by Gabe Plotnick and Rick Schnall. Until that's finalized, that probably won't be until at least sometime in July. They're going to have to get approved by the league's board of governors. So Michael Jordan is still in charge. Mitch Kupchak, their general manager, certainly in Charlotte. Now, Brandon Miller has been the favorite at this spot throughout the process. Scoot Henderson had a very good workout with the Hornets recently, so they bring them both back in. I still think Brandon Miller's name is in pencil in that number 2 spot. Maybe not quite in pen yet, and then see where it lands after today's workouts. I think certainly most around the league value Brandon Miller in that as the number 2 prospect in this draft, certainly. And I think that may very well be how this plays out by Thursday. But they're both back in today. They're both working out. Brandon Miller did not have as stellar of a workout with the organization as Henderson did, but you are judging a draft pick and making a selection on a lot broader body of work than 1 or 2 workouts.
Yeah, wings are extremely coveted right now. And look, the Hornets have a major decision with that number 2 pick, Woj. But what are you hearing about the Blazers' plan with that number 3 pick in the Thursday NBA draft?
Well, if the Blazers keep that pick at 3, they're going to take, I think, very likely whichever player Charlotte doesn't. And certainly, they're prepared in Portland to draft Scoot Henderson if indeed Brandon Miller stays in that number 2 slot. But listen, this is an organization in Portland that is very engaged around the league in seeing if they can turn that number 3 pick and perhaps other assets into, I think, a star-level player to pair with Damian Lillard. But it is going to take a tremendous package to get Portland to trade out of number 3 and to trade out of possibly a young player in Scoot Henderson who has all-star potential. And this is the time of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, leading into the draft, when teams will get more serious about what they might be willing to offer. There's often a lot of dancing around leading up to it. But I think Portland may get a better sense here in the coming days. If there's a deal out there that would give them pause, make them really consider moving out of 3, bringing in a veteran or more than one player for that pick. But it's going to have to be a deal that blows them away, because this is a draft and a spot at number 3 where the Blazers have to get quality, they have to get value, and right now I think they're still penciling themselves in with Scoot Henderson if indeed he's there at 3.
All right, thank you, Woj. All right, we're back now. We're Ramona Shelburne, Mark Spears, and Big Perk. Ramona, because you're sitting next to me, we are going to start with you. What do you think the Hornets should do with that number 2 pick?
I think you draft the player who has the most talent and don't worry about the fit, okay? There's this sense of, like, you have LaMelo Ball, so you want Scoot Henderson to play with him. And then you look at Brandon Miller. He's really good at things that players in the NBA who've been in the NBA 10 years are not good at. He's great in the pick and roll. He can shoot at 6'9". Like, he's a great fit next to LaMelo Ball. But Woj just said something very interesting, my ears perked up when he said that. He said they brought Scoot back, and he was very impressive in his workout, and maybe Brandon Miller's workout wasn't as impressive. Now, what does that mean? That you obviously view things through a long lens? It's not just one workout that matters. But if you look at Scoot Henderson, and he's the guy that you think is the most generational talent in this draft, then you draft him. And I think people get caught up in positional fits and who's on your current roster a little too often in the draft, and they regret it later.
No, that makes sense. Mark, we're going to switch a little bit over to Dame. What do you think that this pick is going to affect the Dame Lillard situation in Portland?
Well, Dame's been the ultimate professional in Portland. He's working out there every day. And he also is at the draft workouts as well, which is quite interesting. So if there was anything that Dame was showing to leave, he's not doing it. He's got the Blazer uniform on, and until they trade him, he's going to be committed to it. And you got to remember,
Never did my boy come in clutch like that. He grabbed the bomb.
Until Shorty can slice through them hoes, yeah, we can't have that.
What the things? My nigga grabbed him, bro. The fish still grabbed him.
But next time, what if it's too many, bro?
There gotta be too many, bro.
He gonna grab him. Probably go for the fucking. Damn, they need to give me my money.
Aisle 7.
Bro.
Bro. I got it, bro. I put goggles on. I thought my fucking sub could pop that shit, bro, but I guess he gotta be submerged. That shit annoying. And I done put a fucking thing in my village spot. Ain't that something? Fuck it. You right here with it. We chilling, gang. See, but you see how my thing is in the camos now, right? My sub, that shit crazy, bro. Rare Quincy action figure. That's the shit you was talking about. This shit worth like $8,000 now.
Yeah. These them rusty bitches. I ain't trying these hoes, man.
He said, these them rusty bitches. This them bitches that was left in the shed too long.
Yeah.
You feel me?
All right, man. We can't keep having this, man.
We not. I'm back. How you doing, brother?
Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato. Hey, can you move your farm a little bit so I can place a village down?
My farm?
Yeah, you move it a little bit so I can place my village.
Yeah, give me a second.
Clean cuts and still.
Damn, bro, I was finna sell, bro.
You good, bro. For that double village, bro.
I had to. All right, bro.
You have to what, gang?
Yeah, bro.
What happened, bro?
Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato. Get that ZOMG!
Fuck you have up there that was sending shit back so fast?
Told him, bro.
Told him send shit back? That motherfucker sent all that shit back to the front. He like, yeah, go back.
Get ready! Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato.
Thank you for tuning in, bro. I appreciate it. Truly crossed path that wrong.
Get that ZOMG!
appreciate it, bro. My highest round is 204. If we can beat that, that'd be crazy. That's definitely gonna go to the YouTube video. Beating my highest round.
Get ready! Moab! Clean cut.
I keep losing my curse, man.
Yeah, I got my curse on
Huh?
extra large. I got my curse on extra large, bro.
Your cursor or your cursor?
My cursor.
How the fuck do you make it extra large?
Bro, stop the round. Like, you can't stop, right? It's continuous.
No, I can stop the round. I lost again. There we go.
That's escape.
Okay.
Hotkeys. And over there in sandbox.
There we go.
Extra large.
There we go. Thank you. Cause I keep losing this shit.
Get ready! Clean cut. And still.
I have something.
Clean cut. And still cuts a tomato.
gonna sacrifice everything up there.
No, I'm not, bro.
Oh, you only went to 3rd tier?
Yeah.
Hey, remember that money I gave you for them? I'm trying to go for some. That nigga shit. Now, when should I go for the loan? Cause I can keep taking out loans. Probably go for the loan.
see this map, bro? Is the game froze or something? Money. Money.
Big, red, and spicy.
know I can't break the code, but I can take your bitch and break the spine. Hey, this a class of hoes. They got me outside drinking wine. I'm with Tony Hawk and Mary Jane. I'm swinging through the bar. But like, damn, Tyler, you got the sauce, little boy, you got the juice. And I don't like a ratchet hoe, I like a bit that keep it cute. Oh, this ain't no shade of wind, it is right here, baby. Booty, shoot it.
Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato. Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato.
Man, we getting this shit again. Yep, I'm at the house. Yeah, I'm at the crib.
Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato.
Alright. Knock on the door. Somebody should be upstairs. If not, I hear you. Oh, my little beat up. Ebo coming.
Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato. Get ready!
Dragon guy. No. You said you was barbecuing. We'll come through. Running this motherfucker, bro. I got 2 paragons up right now. I got the master builder up. And I got the folk dude.
One of your towers got extra powers, so I have my little thing down.
I still cut a tomato.
Is that what happened?
One of the paragons got extra power, because I have my totem down.
Okay. Level 61 to level 63. Yeah, my dog. I'll drop him truck. I'm tired.
wanna know what's crazy, bro?
Still cuts a tomato.
Niggas sold majority of my towers.
For the sun god. I put my MAD back there. That was my big ass spike factory back there. That was my fucking village. What you talking about, big homie? That was my wizards.
Bro, I had a wizard down there on the little island. I had like six of the submarines. I had bro, what the fuck was that right there, bro? I think my engineer was over there.
So what you saying is you
He
don't want
sold
this
my
big
banana
ass sun
farm.
god.
I had to put my banana farm back there.
So what you saying is you don't want this big ass sun god. Is what you saying?
Bro, we got that, bro.
This motherfucker gonna defend.
I ain't complaining. I ain't complaining. I'm just saying, like, damn, let me, like.
Oh, you
It's
want some
all
pay? You
my
want
shit
some
up.
pay? You want here? I
You
got
feel
you.
me?
Yeah,
Like,
I got
let me,
you. He said, "Let me a little bit of compensation, my boy." Look, bro, you see my master builder though? 19 million pots, bro. Then my book in there got 14 million. And my son only got 3. I'm finna make a. Oh, that's mine's over there? I'm finna make a sun god over there. I ain't gonna cap. You ever heard drugging bitches is crazy. He didn't even hear me, that's wild. Shit. Oh, they shit in the front finna get sacrificed too. That's the crazy part.
Clean cuts. Still cuts a tomato.
It's tweet. She like a bitch. I know. Now you sound. I'm trying to rock. shit, that's what I'm on. I throw out there, shit. Cause she already been up since. She once Cancun. So that shit was crazy. September? What's our birthday? 19? Shit. I'm gonna see, bro. Cause my birthday on the 16th, bro. And I kinda do want to go to Vegas and shit. But like, I'm in. I don't know, bro. Hotel, kind of like the Sippers. I don't know. It's called something like Axis or some shit. They had some nice little, bro. I ain't gonna lie, them rooms for better than the Sippers room. They were in the same price. I ain't gonna lie, but like some of them like upstairs, downstairs. Shit was probably like, I ain't gonna lie, that's just nature. That's just fine.
Clean cut and still cuts a tomato.
I was doing a lot of riding around.
Bro, we got 2 paragons. Only if I had a third one unlocked.
I get on work and shit like that. I go to work. No, I ain't going. Like, you know, I'm waiting on her to get, you know, her son together and her daughter together. She was up her daughter on her grand, whatever. So we go to Zippers first. We check in like that again here, like 4 o'clock. No, we ain't get to Chicago. It's like a lot. So by the time we get to Chicago, I got my dinner reservation already set. We got to hurry up, go to the center, so we go get dressed. And drop her daughter off to her auntie, her friend. Go to dinner. I go to dinner, that's the birthday. Basically, next week. I'll be crazy. Yeah, it's on yeah, it's like 2 soldiers. I ain't gonna lie, that soldier, I'm sold out here, bro. Against I think so, y'all. So, that shit fire, bro. It's like bouncing around. I was supposed to go on the cruise. Like, not I was supposed to do that, bro, but I ain't catch it. I paid for it, but I ain't catch it because the traffic was, bro, heavy. Everything far, bro. Everything be there like 30 minutes, bro.
Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato.
What's up? Oh, the boat ride shit, yeah, that shit downtown was like, bro, the shit first. This shit is not downtown. That shit not even in Chicago, bro. That's like in another part, bro. I forgot it's called like Arlington Heights or some shit. Yeah, like, it's like, bro, you can get everything from home. The distance, you gotta travel for one. And then the traffic playing the road too. It's like,
Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato.
Hey, no, that big ass
Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato.
Damn, I'm so scared. I gotta have it. That shit just look bad, bro. I ain't gonna cap. Try to be all in here and we might make it past 2 o'clock. Ever is the fish swallowing a whole mob. I literally can't even see the action. Not so well protected.
Clean cuts. And still cuts a tomato.
Why you turn me off?
In my hand. In my hand. I wonder if he can even die at this point.
again.
So, it's your birthday. What is that? Stop. You had plans on going swimming or something? I didn't know you had plans. Put it in the tampon. You can swim with a tampon then, can't you? Suggestion. How are we not on round 204 yet? 148 million. Talk about a carry. Oh. That's my boy. He said, oh. Are we ever gonna leave lives?
Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato.
Money, are you using your abilities? And how the hell don't you have any money? No, my nigga. Your ass this supposed to come through though. Your ass come through when I'm broke.
Oh.
I be bitch.
Yo.
You just heard? Alright, what up, nigga? Your ass ain't talking. She ain't talking.
You hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you, nigga.
What's good, bro?
That's true. I ain't got no money, my nigga.
I ain't got no, I don't have no farms, bro.
Bet. Funny.
Yeah, how you ain't got no money, gang?
I don't have no farms, bro.
Nah.
Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato. Big attack! Get ready! Lois!
I ain't gonna lie, that energy, this is gonna be another video, but that engineer fucking Paragon is trash. I ain't gonna lie, I probably gotta start talking more in my videos. But it's like I'm sitting here talking to myself because my man's go AFK to go play with himself, bro. Yeah, that engineer Paragon is trash, bro. Engineer Paragon, garbage. Compared to the boat, bro, the boat got 100. The boat got 170 pops, 170 million. The engineer only got 47 million.
I thought you was bragging about the engineer earlier, bro.
What I say?
About how the engineer had like a couple million.
Yeah, that's earlier. Before, that bitch had like 7 million. He was going stupid. As soon as I upgraded them both to Paragons, the boat took off.
The only 2 Paragons you got?
Yep, I'm trying to level up to get more, but I don't know if we get XP for like, you know, doing this shit. I don't know. I think we only get XP up onto the rounds to where it's not free play. You get what I'm saying? So up only into round 80, I think that's when we get XP. And the only Paragons they have Dartling, no, not Dart. The regular Dart Monkey. Yeah,
Dart Monkey.
The regular Dart Monkey, the Ace, the Boomerang, the Boat, and the Engineer. And the Wizard.
A Wizard.
Yeah. Wizard is the last one. Well, like, this map so filled up with so many towers, like, did we restart this? I don't even think we restarted. We spazzed. We literally went crazy.
Nah, bro, you went crazy. You all your tires,
bro. Bro, we went crazy. We did this shit together. And we didn't restart.
And it was only us on God.
You said what?
Yeah. And it was only us on God.
It was only us 2 facts, bro. We did this, bro. We went crazy. The fact that we survived to like round, I think we didn't get the Paragons up to like round 140, round 130. So we survived that long without the Paragons. It's crazy. Let's see what the sun gods popping like. 4 million? 4 million a piece? Okay. Some light, some light. How much money has this Monkey-opolis made? Only 957,000? What? That's bullshit. Where the fuck is all this money coming from then? Cause I done touched over 1 million. Oh no, that was 900,000. Duh, dumbass. And then the rest of these. But the ones I had before, so they probably made a couple 100,000 too. So I sold some of them bitches because I didn't want them to get sacrificed for the sun god. Then I make no money out of that. I was thinking smart. Gee, thinking with the plays. Well, I look like I'm finna catch you in the money gap too, bro. You got 300,000, I got 200,000. And I got a couple towers up that I'm not even supposed to have. Like these ace planes, the ace planes, like not the helicopter, but the planes. How max level? You see the big white plane? I'm not even supposed to have that on the map. Like I was just spamming it, and then bought it from me. I ain't even got that shit unlocked.
Yeah, I think that was something, man.
So you know what I'm talking about, man. Hey, yo, boy. Hello, sir. Daddy making a YouTube video. That's crazy. I don't think my shit in the back of the map got no pops.
That's a legend of the night. I ain't supposed to have that nigga, bro.
So you got a legend of the night up?
Yeah.
That's fine. Oh, you got it right next to mine. And you got it at the leg. That's crazy. I only got the dark champion. You went stupid. You went dumb, bro. I think I got the max of every tower on the map. Except for the helicopter. I got the glue, the boomerang, or the bomb either, or the tag shooter. I got E. We're almost close to the highest round, bro. 10 more rounds and we'd be touching the highest, bro.
Clean cut and still cuts the tomato.
Yo.
Yo.
Hey, where I've been at, ugly dude.
My 5M hasn't been working, so I haven't been playing 5M.
Come play this shit, man.
Play what?
Let me share my screen.
We all playing bloons?
Yeah, me and Money over here going stupid.
I'm trying to play Sea of Thieves.
Is it free?
It's on the Xbox app thing. If you have the Game Pass, yeah, it's free.
How do I get that on my computer?
You gotta go on Chrome or your web browser and just look up Xbox app or whatever, and download it for Windows. And then if you have an Xbox account, log into it.
You will buy me the Game Pass?
Hmm?
You will buy me the Game Pass?
Depends on how much
you do
it is.
tower
If it's
defense,
$1.
bro? I mean, you buy me the Game Pass, I'll play Sea of Thieves. I feel like that's only fair.
If you're able to get it like your first, if you're able to get it like for $1, like for your first time, and let me know. If not, then I'm gonna have to wait.
He said, no, you ain't getting it if it ain't a book. I feel that.
No, because sometimes they're like when you first create your thing, your Xbox thing, it should give you like 1 month for $1 instead of $9.99.
Xbox account.
So I'm saying when you first create one, it should just
create a new one.
like if you already have one, try log into it, see if it gives you a Game Pass for $1, like the Ultimate Game Pass, because sometimes it has it for $1.
I feel like you're trying to sweet talk me, bro.
Let me see if I can.
Get ready. Blow it.
Damn, how long is the glue gonna rain? Spider-Man. Cause it love you so loud. Damn. That was too on point. I was singing, then you said no, but it was too close to me singing. Sounded like you was telling me to shut the fuck up. Everybody sing, ooh, 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 yeah. Trying to make a YouTube video. Trying to make a YouTube video. You're right by my microphone. I'm gonna have to cut that part out. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato.
3 more rounds. Think he might have just died.
Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato.
Why is they coming so fucking fast? Yo, they spamming. They're literally spamming. How the fuck did we just survive that?
Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato.
This is my highest round.
Get ready. Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato. Big, red, and spicy.
I'm gonna go look at the fucking plan.
We're chilling. We just boom. Highest round now 205. Let's get it. We just fucking crushed 204. It didn't even come past the fucking Buccaneer.
Cause we like that.
Six, let's get it.
CDT, I got this. Get that C1G. Clean cut. It still cuts a tomato. Big, crisp, and spicy. Get ready. Moab, attack, and one.
1,030,000. Like, yo, the cash is insane.
And still cuts a tomato.
To round 220. Let's go. We just over here vibing and cooling, chat. Nothing around 220, ain't nothing major. This my highest motherfucking thing of balloons. I said highest motherfucking thing. Highest round of balloons ever. With no restarts. 2 paragons. Let's get it. Hold on, ma'am calling me.
Yellow. You didn't get my cigar, did you? Alright, here I come. Hey, Money, you can hold it down till I get back?
Let's see then.
I go to the store, come back. We dead. That's crazy. What happened? Oh, he clipped it. He clipped it so I wouldn't talk shit. I bet what happened. Them bitches was going. Damn. I pulled it. So what happened? What the fuck happened? Oh, too many BADs. Just BAD after BAD, just That shit was bad. Damn. Looked like we was chilling. It pulled the wrong one. It didn't pull the one in the front. Yo, red with the raid. And that's crazy. I just got back soon as you raided. Yo with the raid. That's crazy. And then it cut out once we lose. Damn. My brother tried to hold it down.
I tried, bro.
That's crazy. You over here listening to me watch the clip the whole time. Hear that?
Nah,
That's
I
crazy.
just came back. I just came back, bro.
Yeah, I watched the clip, bro. That shit was crazy. That round 226, bro. Highest round ever that I made. That is gonna be a fire YouTube video. We gotta this probably gotta be the thumbnail. I ain't gonna clap. How can we screenshot it? Snipping tool. Where is the snipping tool? Fire.
Oh, you got
Ain't no drug change, I work a job, young man. Show me $5, broke ass niggas. Please don't leave me, girl. I know you wanna leave me, but I refuse.
Light 'em up.
And if I had to please, baby, please don't leave me, girl. I know you wanna leave me, but I refuse to let you go. And if I gotta, I don't know how the fuck we got to that shit, but we're still live. I know you wanna leave me, but I refuse to let you go. And if I gotta beg and plead for your sympathy, I wouldn't mind. Does it mean that much to me? I ain't too proud to beg, and you know it. Please don't leave me, girl. I ain't too proud to plead, baby. Please don't leave me, girl. BHSSWD.
No, I gotta do something.
Light 'em up.
And you gotta log out because that shit gonna stay on your screen.
Alright, how long you finna be?
Like 10, bro.
And I can't complete a game in 10 minutes, so we're gonna watch a YouTube video, chat.
And I bet it's gonna be that one person that come in as soon as we start watching a YouTube video, come in here talking about some, this ain't balloons. Bro, you don't know how many people does that, bro, whenever I'm streaming with a title. And I'm not playing that title. Motherfuckers just come in there just to say I'm not streaming that title.
Are you sure?
Yeah, this is it.
Be right back, chat. Red with.
All right, welcome back to NBA Today. Bradley Beal is almost headed to Phoenix, so pending some high-level accounting maneuvers to get Chris Paul on a contending team. We will get to all of that stuff later. First, I want to talk to Big Perk, and I want to know, Big Perk, out of all you've seen, all the games you've played, what do you think this fit is for Bradley Beal with the Phoenix Suns?
It's a great fit. And the only people that are saying it's not going to work are people that are just flat out hate. Because when you look at this trio right now, and I look at Kevin Durant, who shot 55% from the field last year. I look at Devin Booker, who shot 49% from the field last year. And I look at Bradley Beal in 50 games, he shot 50%. All of these guys are efficient, elite scorers. All of these guys can play on the ball. They can play off the ball. They can spot up. It's different roles you can put these guys into. And so when I look at this three.
Let's go watch our YouTube video. And if I got a bag and please go your sympathy, I wouldn't mind. It's me listening. And today, man, thank all y'all for watching this video. If y'all are gonna watch the recorded version, I'm gonna cut all that bullshit I was saying out in the beginning about the shit. Yeah, so that ain't gonna be in there. But today we are going for the level 6 Buccaneer. Okay, we unlocked the level 6 Buccaneer, the Nard back of the seas. I don't know what the fuck that means, but we gonna try to find out today. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to use a lot of powers to get there. All right. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't gonna remove this. I'm not gonna remove it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm being a scrub. In this video, we were going for the Buccaneer Paragon. We got it. We're really successful. I clipped up the video because it was an hour-long gameplay, and I didn't want to try to have to sit here and watch an hour-long gameplay. So it is trimmed in 5-minute increments of me doing this and then me doing that and then me doing so. Yeah. But towards the end of the video, one of the viewers that I was playing with in my stream had got the Vengeful Sun God, and me not paying attention, being slow, I sold his Vengeful Sun God for a regular True Sun guy, and it really sold the bag. Made us die earlier than we should have been able to die. So we ended up dying around 204. But if I would have kept that Vengeful Sun guy up and not mess with things, it probably would have went longer. So yeah, that's the only downside about this video. But thank everybody for tuning in. If y'all like content like this, enjoy, share it to your friends, and enjoy watching the video. Thank you for tuning in, and hope you like this content that you're finna watch. Peace.
And what Rindy's saying is basically Zion Williamson is not, available in a trade. What he's saying is, if you can get a high pick like that in this draft, you'd need a player like that to get there. So it's not as if he's open to everyone, Knicks fans. It's just in this specific situation.
And listen, I don't want to be the one who's sitting here saying this, but if you think that Brandon Miller or Scoot Henderson are going to be great players, would you trade the opportunity to take them to take on everything that Zion Williamson seems to bring with him now?
Let's just win now versus.
Is that the answer to the question? I mean, but win now? Is Zion Williamson helping you win now?
Change the scenery.
Let's go back to all the things he's won.
If I'm the Charlotte Hornets, that's what I'm thinking. Change the scenery, Carolina, be home. Jordan's around. He's a Jordan Brand guy. Like, whatever it is, like, I'm thinking
Michael Jordan just sell that team?
He's still around, though.
Okay,
still there. And then he and LaMelo would be box office as long as they're both on the court together. That'd be nice. But if I'm trying to sell it, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we haven't been relevant in years. This might make us relevant. That's the only thing I could think of.
probably not play
please don't let that person make
those videos in the background.
Because to me, you take yourself
No
with
more.
you wherever you go. And the issues that Zion has run into in New Orleans do not get better or become less in a larger city.
But I mean, while I'm not talking,
I mean, the magnifying glass usually does not change people. It just magnifies it. It just reveals more of what the problem is. Now, look, he's too young to just give up on. I agree with that. But, boy, right now he's someone's problem. I wouldn't want to make him mine. If the whole thing winds up getting turned around, then we can revisit the conversation.
It's interesting, though, because if he was that big of a problem, wouldn't there be, like, whispers around the league that they're shopping?
I'm looking at all these guys, and all of them are underrated playmakers. When you talk about Kevin Durant, we saw a great version of him when James Harden and Kyrie was out when he was with Brooklyn. He was almost averaging about 10 assists.
Typical beginner's mistake. Yes, they all start from the outside. So, will we help him? What else? Here, try it with Red Bull. Red Bull gives you wings.
But take a close look at this. This is France. Not exactly sure where in France, but it looks lovely. But one way or another, look who's together hanging out in France. That's LeBron on the left in the blue hat. That's Draymond Green on the right in the green hat. The two of them are chilling in Europe for their summer vacation. Oh, how delicious does this feel? Before we even deal in what is realistic and isn't realistic and money and all those things that aren't fun, let me ask Kendrick Perkins the fun question. Is or is not Draymond Green exactly what LeBron and the Lakers need to put themselves over the top of the Western Conference? Yes or no, Kendrick Perkins?
Absolutely he is, especially with Jokic being in the Western Conference, Jokic being the best player in the league right now. You definitely need a duo, a defensive duo like Draymond and AD. Can you imagine those two guys on the floor together? Can you imagine the key that Draymond Green could put in Anthony Davis's back? That's what he needs. He needs a guy like that that's going to bring that tenacity, that's going to bring that fierce, forced energy every single night. So, I mean, if you think about it, he could put the Lakers over the top. I mean, they got swept all because they could not control and guard Jokic. So if you get Draymond on that team, it would be one of the best defensive duos we have seen in NBA history.
So let's then step back, because that picture made me start to dream. Oh, you're over here, Wendy. Let me talk to you over here. So that picture made me start to dream about a possible future. But now let's deal in the present. What does his opting out mean? Because fans will read, oh, Draymond opts out. It's over in Golden State. And then there's Mike Dunleavy Jr. saying it's not over in Golden State. So, Wendy, is it over in Golden State?
No. First off, let me just say that Draymond's opting out is 100% expected. It is not a surprise. We've known about it for weeks, if not months. It is a procedural move that we did not, see. It was no issue with this happening. Absolutely, from what I am told, there is dialogue between the Warriors and Draymond with an intention that he would remain there. Having said that, they do not have an agreement, and they certainly could have come to a new agreement on an extension before he opted out. They did not do that, so at some level, Draymond Green will be on the market. As Perk just said, I think Draymond would be extremely valuable to any team nearing contention because he is the exact type of player you want on a competitive team, especially in the Western Conference. But the problem is, for a team to be in contention usually means they don't have appreciable cap space. And in the case of the Lakers, they would have to pretty much dump all of the players that they got over the last year to open up that space. That is not something that Rob Pelinka, the general manager, has indicated he wants to do.
All right, fair enough. So let's go backwards a minute here. Let's go back to Golden State before we go further, because there's two moving parts here, right? Steph Curry is going to be there until the day he hangs up his sneakers. But you've got Draymond and you've got Klay Thompson. What
he wants to do.
All right, fair enough. So let's go backwards a minute here. Let's go back to Golden State before we go further,
because there's two moving parts here, right? Steph Curry is going to be there until the day he hangs up his sneakers. But you've got Draymond and you've got Klay Thompson. What is the expectation, Wendy, as far as both of them staying and keeping the band together and trying to continue the dynasty?
Now you've hit on something, because if you look at where the Warriors are going forward with the new CBA rules and their current luxury tax situation, they simply cannot afford to keep this team together as constituted at the salaries they're at. And I'm not sure that if Draymond Green isn't willing to take some sort of reduction in his annual salary, I'm not sure he fits alongside Klay Thompson if he's not willing to take a reduction in his annual salary in an extension discussion that is going to be happening this summer. He has 1 year left on his deal. And let me just point out, last year, before last season, they did an extension with Andrew Wiggins. The reason they did that extension, Wiggins took a $9 million pay cut. His salary this year is $9 million less than it was last year. That $9 million literally represents tens of millions in savings in luxury tax money for the Warriors. They need to keep this team together. They need all of those players to kind of follow Wiggins. I agree. I know what people are yelling at their TV right now. They're saying, well, then why did they pay Jordan Poole? The Jordan Poole's due $30 million salary is mucking this all up. I agree. And if they can figure out a way to move off of Poole, I think they will, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to. And that's the situation the Warriors are in.
Get in here, Hon.
Yeah, they are in prison when it comes to the luxury tax and the new rules, and they know it. And their only opportunity to try to win another championship in this window where they have Steph Curry is to keep spending. The question is, will they and can they? And for Draymond Green to opt out at $27 million, you're saying, is he going to take less? Is he going to take less for a long term? You know, that's just something they have to work out. But the Laker thing is at least real hypothetically because of the fit, just like Perk said. I think you put a guy like that on the Lakers, you got something special with his toughness, playmaking, all the things he brings. And another team that if I were the Memphis Grizzlies, I'd want to be on this too. Bring in somebody to clean up the mess that is that locker room.
Yeah.
But when you look at Bradley Beal, an all-NBA caliber player, Kevin Durant, an all-NBA caliber player, Devin Booker, an all-NBA caliber player, how can you not pick them as the favorites for us winning the Western Conference and being one of the favorites winning the titles? Winning the title this upcoming season. What people don't realize is this. All of those guys are underrated playmakers. Another thing, all of those guys are efficient scorers. And we are in the month of June. Do you know who's running the show behind the scenes? It is James Jones and Isaiah Thomas, the legend. You don't think that they know that they have to fill in the gaps and make other moves to improve the roster? They will. But this is a hell of a start of the offseason for them.
I think that's fair, Hon. I mean,
I got to
you can't say they aren't better.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they have plenty of scoring. If you know what? If that group just started in April, I'd be with you. But they got to play an 82-game season first, and that's been an issue for Beal, sometimes for KD as well. But Perk, I'm with you. I'm withholding judgment on this to see what James Jones does this offseason, to see what kind of influence Isaiah Thomas has on this franchise now going forward. What kind of moves can they make? Who can they attract with veteran minimums? I mean, we're at a time where guys are looking for big money, and you're asking guys to take a veteran minimum for a chance to win a championship. So let's see. Maybe we circle back this conversation end of July or in October, and then we can decide, because they are very much an incomplete roster right now. Extremely top heavy.
Yeah, but top heavy is better than not being anywhere heavy, right? And so
well, again, it's the question. Did you rather your owner be all in like this and then have an opportunity to win? Yeah, sure.
Wendy, give me a final word.
I think people aren't having the right perspective here. It's not like they went to a store, the Superstar store, and were picking out different options. Their choices here were cut Chris Paul and pay him $15 million not to play for them and try to sign a role player with limited money competing with other teams, or trade for Bradley Beal. That's, if you take out the monetary aspect of it, which I know is hard, that's a no-brainer, and that's why they did it.
It's actually an excellent way to put it.
Greeny, to sum it up in Wendy words.
Yeah.
To sum it up in Wendy words, James Jones traded used cars and got back a Rolls Royce.
When you're not feeling well, making a trip to your doctor's office isn't always the most convenient option. Our Quick Care video.
That's well put. Yeah. Look, I don't think anyone can quibble or argue that they didn't make a great deal. Whether or not this puts them at the very top of the conference is a different. Look, we may live in a world now where everyone is going to have to try and climb Mount Jokic for a little while. No one is necessarily perfectly set up to do that.
No.
Maybe the Suns have the best chance. Time for a windy watch. Get your fingers in the air. Brian Windhorst, what is the latest we are hearing about Damian Lillard?
Yeah, so in discussions with teams in the last couple of days, the Blazers have started to maybe indicate that they won't trade the number 3 pick and that they may end up deciding to draft the player there, whether it be Scoot Henderson or Brandon Miller, because they aren't necessarily in love with the options they're getting offered for number 3. So that's obviously fascinating based on what was said by both the Blazers and Dame Lillard at the end of the season. So I checked in on the Lillard side of things about whether or not that there had been a change of heart there, and I was told unequivocally, no. Dame does not want a youth movement. He wants to play with veterans. He wants the team to upgrade fast and immediately with veteran players that can help him now. So I would just say there's some nuance here. They don't have to get veterans only by trading the number 3 pick. They could do it other ways. Having said that, if the Blazers don't like what they're offered and they use this pick on one of the young players, you're potentially causing a bit of an issue there with Dame Lillard. So keep an eye on that on Thursday night.
Look, the ping pong balls bouncing their way gives them an asset that was unexpected. It is a means by which to improve their team that is exactly lucky. It's like winning the lottery. I mean, that's why they call it. So it sets up an interesting scenario. How about the Dame Lillard of it all? Is he going? Every year, is he going? He's not going. What do you think of it, Han?
I just think enough of this, right? Like at some point, Damian Lillard's got to understand. Like, he keeps waiting for the organization to be the one that has to be the bad guy and say, it's time for us to move on from Dame Lillard. Then he can say, I never wanted to leave. They forced me out. But right now, they're kind of staring at each other. It's a stare down. They are that couple that we all know that, like, they're headed for a divorce. They just don't know it yet. And you're like, will you guys just break up already because you're miserable together? One wants to go one way, one wants to go the other. It's clear it's time because it's like crying wolf every offseason about Damian Lillard. Will he stay? Will he go? And all the machinations of different teams that he could go to. Enough, Dame. Put your feet down and walk out of the building. You're done. Let them know I'm out. No one will blame you at this point because one trade of one pick is not going to make your team a championship contender, at least not one that can take on the Nuggets, the Lakers, and the Suns.
What do you think of that, Big Perk?
I'm with Allen on this one. The thing that we have to ask ourselves is that, do Dame care about winning the championship? And if he don't, that's okay with us. Because I've been saying that it's time for him to get out of Portland. Run. Get out. Because here's the thing. Even if they were to make some offseason additions, it's still not going to put the Portland Trail Blazers in title contentions. The West is just too deep. You have the Lakers. They showed how they got better. The Sacramento Kings, the Phoenix Suns just got a big 3. The Denver Nuggets just won the NBA championship. So no matter what they add, it's not going to take them over the top unless they could go out and get a Joel Embiid, which they're not, or Giannis Antetokounmpo, which they're not. So if you're Dame, you have to be honest and ask yourself, do I really want to win a championship? And if the answer is yes, if he does want to compete for a title, he should have been asked for out of Portland. But the time is now.
So he told our buddy Brian Custer, what is it now, 2 weeks ago, Wendy, that if he were to be dealt, that Miami might be his chosen destination. What should we be expecting?
Well, first off, let's see what happens Thursday night. And, we have 2 days left. We're in a total disinformation, misinformation, information overload zone in the NBA. I don't want to make any assumptions of what the Blazers are going to do. But the sentiment that I got yesterday was that if that pick isn't used, let's see what happens on Friday with Dame Lillard. And I think if that were to happen, you'd have a number of teams looking at that significantly. But a player of Dame Lillard's caliber and what he's done with that organization, he probably would have major say in the direction that he would go, where he would get traded. just like he would have major say in who the Blazers would use the number 3 pick on in trade. I think that's been the case for a while. So I don't want to get too far afield here, but I think we are in a little bit of a different zone with Dame Lillard than we've been in the past when there's been rumors like this.
Herc, give me a team that acquires Damian Lillard without gutting its roster and becomes a top-level championship contender immediately. Who's that team?
What, the Philadelphia 76ers. And I think they probably would have to give up Tyrese Maxey, maybe Tobias Harris contract. But if Dame was to go and pair with Joel Embiid, they would instantly put them over the hump and probably make them the favorite of coming out of the East. You thought James Harden and Joel Embiid looked dangerous throughout the course of the regular season and some parts through the playoffs. That duo right there will basically be unstoppable, especially in the pick and roll.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.
All right, chat. Thank everybody for tuning in. I'll probably go edit some of those videos for YouTube. If not, then I'll make some tonight when I get up. Thank everybody.